man, I want to send a congratulations to TZ Von Savage and Jay Lava for their 500th episode of Keep It P podcast. B1 to you players.
Jay Lava, television, network, the whole fucking 9 yards, you know what I'm saying?
For being their fans coming from P. You know what I mean? So make sure you check out the Keep It P podcast. This is me telling you. P, SP the Ghost, LOXD Block. And congratulations once again, TZ Von Savage and Jay Lava. Love is love. Go soldier, so yeah.
Keep it P, man. From the P mouth to yourself. The Mr. Don, man. Chairman of the board, a famous player. Everywhere you dig, church.
Early in the morning, wake your goat mouth ass up. Wake your goat mouth ass up.
Music TV.
Hey guys, we're back. I told y'all we was coming back. Didn't I tell y'all that shit? I told you. You thought I was lying. But you're flying. I tried to
We should call this should be a holiday.
Yeah, should be a holiday. Y'all know I'm finna have to pull up the whole stream and all of that. So let's just go ahead and get that fair use and all of that out the way, because I need to see the blow by blow, play by play. Is that a stream that's on there that's telling us what's up? I know it's a stream. I know they got to be going live on this one here today. There's got to be some type of live going on in here. Hold on, we finna. But anyway, let me introduce the show. I forgot about that, in case you guys didn't know. This is the Keep It P podcast, where we take the news, the situations, the everyday occurrences, and we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. I'm always dealing, murdering, slaying the game with my most esteemed associate business partner, fellow Cody, TZ Von Savage. Give it up for TZ Von Savage.
Yay!
Did you have some break?
Sucker MC.
Oh, shit.
Self-hug, self-love. That's a B-boy stance. That's a beatbox. Man thought that was corny, but what's even more corny is if we let the culture die.
If you let the culture
music.
die.
And I still love Cliff Huxtable.
Ain't never giving him up.
Nah.
And you can get out of here with your filth, flarn, filth, too. And go suck on a gelling pudding pop at you, bitch.
You heard me.
Bill Cosby's sexual assault conviction overturned by the courts. So does that say that, I don't know, maybe he shouldn't have never went? Is that what that means?
Huh? Could that be?
Is this the case with a lot of black men in America who are falsely accused and imprisoned? Is they gonna give him all the money he lost back? Is they gonna compensate him the millions and billions and the honorary doctorates that he got from different organizations that he put money on that all turned his back on him when y'all came up with the lies on him? Is y'all gonna do that? But you know what? The real B1 people out here in this game, we never turned our back on Cuz, because we wasn't finna let y'all dictate who our leaders and what credence they have. Cause y'all ain't saying shit about Elvis Presley. Y'all ain't saying nothing about Jerry Lee Lewis. You ain't said nothing about Cuz from Seventh Heaven. You ain't said nothing about what's the film dude? Roman Polanski.
Harvey Weinstein.
Roman Polanski. Is that his name? Roman Polanski. What about him? How about him adopting? How about him adopting a little Asian girl and grooming her to be his wife soon as she got 18? So you know what he was doing before that.
Woody Allen.
Oh, that was Woody Allen. That's him. That's what I meant. Woody Allen. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
But it says who?
The
Somebody?
other dude.
Who?
Yeah, he in
Ted
jail
Nugent?
right now. I can't.
How about Ted
Oh,
Nugent?
don't forget about Ted.
Don't forget about him. Who? Marilyn Manson too? I remember. Did you say something about
Yeah,
that?
hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
McFlizzles.
All right. It says Philadelphia AP, Pennsylvania's highest court, overturned Bill Cosby's sex assault conviction Wednesday after finding an agreement with the previous prosecutor prevented him from being charged in the case. So let me break. Hold on. Wednesday, after finding an agreement with a previous prosecutor prevented him from being charged in the case. An agreement with a previous prosecutor said that he wasn't supposed to be charged. So how do you go from a previous agreement to being charged?
Yeah, that's what happened. That's why this was crazy. That's why anybody who was jumping on Dick, Bill Cosby, but hold on, fam. This was a deposition that I had to deal with, fam. That if I said a couple whoop bop boop bops, it would never be used against me. Then when fam got out of office, the new dudes like, nah, they make a deal with you. Well, then how are you using this said information? You can't use information from that, man.
No, where did the agreement go and then certainly turn back up again? There was no copies. There was no, you know what I mean? Like,
no, there are copies of all of that. No, there was no, there was an agreement, fam.
And then this
everybody knows it.
So, as far as the Bill Cosby thing goes, and everybody jumping on the team in the bandwagon to demonize the dude, I wonder what people got to say now. What you got to say now with your punk ass? It says Cosby has served more than 2 years of a 3 to 10 year sentence at a state prison near Philadelphia. He has vowed to serve all 10 years rather than acknowledging any remorse over the 2004 encounter with accuser Andrew Constant. That's G shit. Nah, nigga, I'm not pleading to nothing. I ain't do nothing. Cuz, give me my time, put me in jail, throw away the key. I ain't scared to do a nigga in his ass. What? Remember that? Boy, don't be a menace. You know, when you see the soap, run down that crack. You. Nah, nigga. I don't know what you on, cuz. You on some bussy shit, dog. Says, he was charged in late...
And I forgot about that. And that can't be in no top 10 of no movies, fam.
What?
That movie right there.
Don't be a minute. Look.
Comes out of any top 10. It can't be in there. It just excluded itself. I forgot about that part.
Hey, you know what else though? That just made me exclude a movie or just look at a movie for saying some bussy ass shit. When I thought about that, I thought of, damn, I've lost it again. It was just on the tip of my mind. I had something to illustrate. But it said he was charged late in 2015 when the prosecutors armed with newly unsealed evidence. Cosby's damaging deposition from her lawsuit arrested him days before a 12-year statute of limitations expired. Set up. Court said the district attorney Kevin Steele, who had made a decision to arrest Cosby, was obligated to stand by his prosecutor's promise not to charge Cosby when he later gave potentially incriminating testimony in the Constant civil lawsuit. There was no evidence that the promise was ever put in writing. Yeah, of course. Justice David Witch. Oh, and first, also what I want to say about that dude. Kevin Steele was a guy who ran for the office in his city or state or whatever, and his whole thing was, I'm going to make sure that Cosby goes to jail. He ran on that platform.
Yes.
So, I think he should be facing some criminal charges. I mean, he
definitely.
Prosecutors' decision not to charge him when he later gave potential incriminating evidence. They said that overturning the conviction and bearing any further prosecution is the only remedy that comports with society's reasonable expectation, its election prosecutors, and our criminal justice system. So basically what they're saying is that now they're trying to do the right thing and go by the rule book and justice now that this information came out that was just secretly lost and couldn't nobody find any record of. The 83-year-old Cosby, who was once beloved, he is still beloved as America's dad. You can't take that away. You don't get to take that away, son. Was convicted of drugging and molesting the Temple University employee at his suburban estate. He was not convicted of that. That's not what he was convicted of. They're lying blatantly. The trial judge had allowed just one other accuser to testify at Cosby's first trial when the jury deadlocked. However, he then allowed 5 other accusers to testify at the trial about their experience with Cosby in the 80s.
Come on, fam.
Pennsylvania Supreme Court said that testimony tainted the trial, even though a lower appeals court had found it appropriate to show the signature pattern of drugging and molesting women. See, that even this article is still trying to throw dirt, and he just got let go.
Straight up.
So obviously, if he got let go, that means he shouldn't have went in the first place.
Hello,
McFlizzle. Cosby was the first celebrity tried and convicted in the Me Too era, so the reversal could make prosecution weary of calling another accuser in similar cases. The law on prior bad act testimony varies by state, though, and by the ruling only holds sway in Pennsylvania. So y'all it was a setup. Basically what y'all saying is y'all made all the right moves to get the result that you wanted, and you wasn't stopping till conviction or bust.
Period.
The justice voiced concerns not just about sexual assault cases, but what they saw was a judiciary increasingly tendency to allow testimony that crosses the line into character attacks. Exactly. So saying a bunch of bad shit about a person doesn't mean that they're guilty of what you say they are, and y'all use that as a trick to get this man convicted. Y'all convicted him of public opinion first by assuming that he was guilty before proven innocent, and black people roll with it. That's why it happened like that. I couldn't. So many niggas. Well, his mother had done something wrong. All them women ain't nothing. And look how many it is. When they was all found out to be lying, even her, all of them was lying. So what that means is goof niggas.
Right.
The amount of people don't make the shit real. Goof niggas.
And kept messing with him after that.
Hey, shout out to Nicole's View, because Nicole's View was the only black publication following this fucking case day by day, trial by trial, blow by blow, doing interviews with people involved and going hard for the Cosby family. So, and Ken was too. You were, sir. Indeed, you were. What most of the people in the B1 space have, though. So I'm not. But we must highlight Nicole's View, because she kept that fire burning in his innocence for sure. If y'all don't know who Nicole's View is, go check out Nicole's View. Y'all actually gonna see a B1 writers about her in just a second.
And if you don't know about the FBA
writers,
B1 writers,
go back.
That's a new segment that we got. So just go back, check that out. Yeah, a lot more than just news that we do here, but news is the meat and potatoes stuff.
Right. In New York,
you still need you some sides.
Yeah, you need some more nourishment with that meal. In New York, the judge presiding over the last year's trial of movie mogul Harvey Weinstein, who's I noticed this pattern. When they talk about Harvey Weinstein, they talk about Bill Cosby. When they talk about Bill Cosby, they talk about Harvey Weinstein. But when they was talking about Harvey Weinstein, they was negatively adding Bill Cosby. But now here they go talking about Bill Cosby because he's supposed to get out and release, and now there is evidence that people lied against him, so maybe it might work for Harvey now. No, Harvey is a difference, see? Bill Cosby didn't hold the position of powers that you did. Bill Cosby just had money and celebrity, but he was not a gatekeeper, Mr. Harvey. You were a gatekeeper. You decided who got on TV shows and movies and who had a career because you was in the upper echelon of people, of decision makers, Harvey. So you trying to piggyback on this shit ain't gonna work, Harvey.
No. And then see how they did it too? Disgrace, the disgraced dad, the disgraced former America's dad, the disgraced, and then it was the movie mogul.
I didn't even catch that, but you're so right though. There's a lot of more splainish ass articles. It says in New York, the judge presided on the case, blah blah blah. Harvey Weinstein was convicted and sentenced to 23 years in prison. Now he's facing separate charges in California. He should never get out because he's despicable. Cosby case is one of the appellate lawyers said prosecutors put on a vague evidence about the uncharged conduct, including Cosby's own recollection of his disposition about giving women alcohol and Quaaludes before sexual encounters. The presumptuous of innocence just didn't exist for him. I said that.
At all.
It said in May, Cosby was denied parole after refusing to participate in sex offenders programs during his nearly 3 years in state prison. He said as long as he would resist the treatment programs and refuse to acknowledge wrongdoing, even if it means serving the full 10 years, because he's a motherfucking G. Now, you see that? He ain't buckle, he ain't fold. He said, nah, nigga, I'm taking the whole 10 because you ain't pinning this rap on me, you dig? Jack, this is America, Jack.
Straight up.
I'm a G, Jack. The first year
he tried to play him.
Yeah, the first year he was eligible for parole under the 3 to 10 sentence handed down after his 2018 conviction. Cosby spokesman Andrew Wyatt called parole board decision appalling. That's right. Y'all acting like he's some threat to society that nigga can barely see. If you think he was doing what he was doing before, he ain't able to do the shit now. Cosby, a groundbreaking black actor, grew up in a public housing in Philadelphia, made a fortune estimated to over $400 million during his 50-year career in entertainment industry. His trademark clean comedy, homespun, wisdom-fueled popular TV show, books, and stand-up catapulted him to the top. He fell from white people's favor in his later years as he lectured the black community about family values and was attempted to come back when he was arrested. So they're talking about the pound cake speech when he did kind of get off cold, and he was actually speaking to black people at the time. So I guess it was on code if we really kind of want to go there, but it was able to be put out in the media and blasted out for everybody. So niggas got in their feelings, which is he wasn't really saying nothing wrong. He was saying what niggas should have been doing, and that's the problem with us in this society nowadays. You can't tell kids shit. You can't tell they mama shit. You can't tell they daddy shit. They uncle, they grandma, they aunt. You can't tell nobody shit. Everybody doing them, but that's off code.
It ain't what he did. It's how he did it.
Yeah, it is how he did. You're right about that. There was a built-in level of trust because of the status in the entertainment industry, and because he held himself as a public moralist. Assistant District Attorney Adrian Japp of the Southern Montgomery County argued to this justice. Cosby had invited Constance to his estate he owned in Pennsylvania the night she said that he drugged and sexually assaulted her. Constance, former professional basketball player who worked at the alma mater, went to the police a year later, and the other accusers knew Cosby throughout the entertainment industry did not go to the police. And AP does not typically identify sexual assault victims without their permission, which Constance has granted. So she wants that clout. But even if now the damage is done, and she didn't already got the clout off of it. Damage is done.
Right.
Well, if y'all notice in this article, they still tried to demonize him, unlike some of the palm-colored people who who kill their kids and stuff like that, or run up in the Capitol and say, "Free Bill, we will all know why the elites went after him, nigga, black color." Yeah, well, oh, that's Gully. What up, Gully? Gully. Yeah, everybody know Gulliford McVutenhauser. Yeah, everybody knows why they went after him, Gully, because he was a prominent black man with resources, and they don't let black men get out the game clean. I think that was Eddie Griffin that said that. He said, when you black and you got money, that they gonna have to taint your name and legacy before you get out the game, and that is to ruin your generational wealth.
Yeah,
it's economic castration on a different level. It's generational economic castration, actually, if we want to sum it up. But we ain't gonna hold y'all. You know we gotta do what we gotta do here at KIPP is bring you guys the news, fresh, live, still wiggling on the plate.
Breaking news.
That's fresh, wiggle, live, off the plate news that you can use. And let's give it up, man, for Bill Cosby. He went on went on home. You know what I'm saying?
Stood strong,
kept his mouth shut, you know what I'm saying? And got on up out of there. But you know why he got out of there? Let's give it up for black people too, because enough of us that was on code recognized the flim flam sham and went hard about getting it done too. Better believe.
Let's keep that same energy, y'all.
Yeah, better believe it wasn't all the lawyers doing. Public opinion got him in it, and public opinion got him out of it too. I will say that. Yeah, thanks for the claps, JB, and all of that, y'all. Listen, we're not gonna hold you. This is a pre-nooner, so you'll still get a nooner, and you'll still get a 6 o'clock. You'll still get that. We're not gonna leave you high and dry. We love you guys, okay? This is love deep within this space of the heart.
Self-love, baby.
No,
you can catch a 2-piece too. 4 words: love, peace, blessings, and aloha.
Wow.
Take that.
And we'll be back.
Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look. See, I don't play with this.
Hey, Riri. Hey, Rihanna. Hey, girl, how you doing? I'm into you like Trump's in the Putin. I know that might sound a little confusing. I had to say it for my own amusement. What I'm trying to say is, can we go cruising? Top down, blow some good gas, and listen to Blueprint. Birdies, taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like nigga night. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright. Got big balls and a good pipe. One call it is night.
Shawty bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. Shawty bang my line. Bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. You can catch me on the book or DM me at IG. Consider me in took you from the premises. I bring it back like it's stolen from my nemesis. I bring it back on the store. Around me, almost drown me. It astounds me like the level of deceit. When your people try to play you like somebody in the street. Like even when you praise him and you try to see him eat. Not to mention all the shit you did to get him on his feet. Kid of thoughts, 10,000 legs. I know you wish you could, but some can't. I learned from my mistakes. mistakes and I done felt all the breaks. Learn to cut the grass real fast for the snakes. Learn to give a little bit more than I take. Too many times I score back, break, pump, fake. I got PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Chime. Hope you got yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, Netspend, Venmo, Stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Check